think I'm gonna set up this meme here for Easy Tiger. Oh God! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pomade users of all ages. It's me, your faithful pomade narrator, Brandon, aka the Workman's Pomp, aka Too Many AKAs. And today I am doing a review on Shear Revival's Easy Tiger. Now what makes this unique is this is the oil-based firm hold pomade that's supposed to be kind of the remedy, middle ground, if you will, between The One Who Knocks and Music and Misery. See, back in the day, Music and Misery was pretty heavy, and a lot of people seemed to be on the fence about it, and they wanted something kind of in the middle, something with a little bit more hold than The One Who Knocks, but not as much hold as Music or Misery. This is the solution. Now, the reference on this is, I'm pretty sure, Spider-Man. We got the camera, and I know that, is it Mary Jane? I'm not too into the Spider-Man, to be honest with you. I'm more of a Batman fellow.
Ridiculous! Oh, trash! Got him! I don't understand what I'm saying.
But she says Easy Tiger, and I believe that's the reference on this. So we're getting right into it. The art on this, obviously, I mean, I'm going to say the same thing on every review. I love what he did. I love the color, the background. I love like the shininess and the specs. I love everything about his labels. They're all very similar, but they all are unique in their own ways. This one is no exception. Really nice, really beautiful. We got the mane for the mindful on the side with a little rabbit bean pet right there. Give me some kisses. And then the ingredients. The ingredients on this are hydrogenated castor oil, microcrystalline wax, beeswax, castor seed oil, shea butter, coconut oil, avocado oil, jojoba seed oil, grapefruit oil, sweet orange oil, juniper berry oil, lavender oil, cypress oil, and lime oil. Now, scent-wise, I get the lavender, cypress, and lime from this. I like this scent. Like I was saying in my last review, well, some of my reviews, I like that Zach uses lime in a lot of his products. I don't really see many pomade users doing that, at least to my knowledge, and I love lime, so it has a nice lavender, like, upfront note with that cypress and lime after, like, hit afterwards, base, if you will. Looks like his typical oil base, if you've seen them. They all kind of look like this kind of neutral yellowish color. Scooping on this, you're going to have to use some pressure, but surprisingly enough, it comes out pretty good. And you don't need a lot of this. This probably one scoop will do me. Breakdown on it, you have to work it in. This is a firm oil-based, and it is, like the ingredients say, waxier, so you're going to want to warm it up. But as you can see, already, after what I've just been doing, it's already almost gone. One thing I like about this is that it reacts really, really good. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, Brandon, you're not really a fan of waxier-based products. And that's the truth. But because of all the oils that he put in this, I was reading off that laundry list of oils, it makes it really easy to manage, and it doesn't feel as intense as a lot of other waxier products that have beeswax and microcrystalline wax in it would. But because this is such a waxier product, you are probably going to pull out some hairs. Just want to give you a fair warning if you're not into that. Now, it's not bad, but still, there will be a very tiny bit of tug and pull. Now, I can't stress enough, I know that I use a lot of pomade, but this is a product that you don't need a lot. Those 2 scoops that I just put in, that's the amount I use. Very little, especially for my hair. So, slicking it back, immediately you'll notice there's going to be some tension to this. Like I said, this is a waxier product. It is firm, and you're going to feel it in your hair. So if you're going into this expecting it's not uncomfortable, but if you're going into this expecting like it to be like super slick, it is kind of in the middle. I mean, it's slick for a waxier product, but it is a waxier product, like end of discussion in that regards. But you can see, slicking it, I'm not really having that much issue with it. Once it gets warmed up and starts to, once it gets warmed up and goes into your hair and starts to set, it's still easy throughout that whole process, which is kind of surprising. Styling with it, pop it up, you can see that my hair is it's kind of pulling a little bit. Now, it's not pulling styling wise, it's just that the product is a heavier product. I got to keep stressing that because I know that, like, there's a lot of people that have kind of like this aversion to heavier products. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that if you're using an oil-based and you're using a firm, it's going to be heavier. I mean, like, it's going to feel heavy in the hair. That's the way it is. You can remedy that feeling by taking smaller scoops and layering it into your hair, though, if you don't like a lot. Or you can do what I do and just hop in and get the 2 scoops. But, oh no, I don't have a work-safe Pomp. Oh well, going for it. But you can see just by styling this, I got some pretty decent volume right off the bat. And it styles really well. Now, endurance on this, I use this a good amount in the summer. I had a special scented one, so I was using that. But it works good. It'll last for most of the day. It excels in hotter weather because it'll warm up and it'll give you a good amount of slickability while also retaining the hold. But this also works really well in the winter as well. So it's kind of a good all-around firm pomade. It's just going to be a little bit less pliable if you're using it in cold weather. But if you're using it in hot weather, game on. One thing I wanted to say is that for an oil-based firm, like a waxier one, my sides, sometimes they'll start to do this like little like whoosh thing because my sides are getting long. This does not do this. It is a little bit drier, but it doesn't do that weird whoosh thing on the side. So it works pretty well with my hair. So what are my overall thoughts on Shear Revival's Easy Tiger? Well, I think it's a good firm. I like it. I think it has a lot of pliability, and I think it has a good versatility when it comes to when you can use it. It works well in the winter, it works well in the summer, and for being a waxier product, it doesn't come off as aggressive. Now, it is a waxier product, and like I said, I usually don't favor those. This one, I make a slight exception because it actually feels pretty good, and it has all that good stuff in there that, helps with application and helps with breakdown and helps with slickability and styleability. If I had to give this a rating, I would give this a 4.2 out of 5. This is a great oil-based pomade. I think if you're looking to try something a little bit, kind of different but also reliable from Shear Revival, and you want to branch out from like Crystal Lake or some of his other, tried and true products like The One Who Knocks or, in my opinion, American Gardens, I think that this is a good step. I know a lot of people are afraid of Music and Misery because they hear it's like the heaviest thing in the universe, and I will get into that in my next review, but this is a good beginner. You don't need a lot too, so if you're gonna buy this, you can, it'll last you a real long time. I abuse pomade. I use too much of it, and I use 2 pretty small scoops for me, and this will last me all day and have some nice clean buildup tomorrow. So pretty cool. Like I said, if you're on the fence, you can always go get a little sampler size at Shear Revival. They have the little small travel size. You can get a sample of this and try it out. So what's the harm, Hope you guys like the review. Hope you guys have a good day, and hope you guys keep it easy, Tiger. Did you think this review felt a little bit spooky? Maybe something felt off? Well, I got the solution. It's because I'm outside of a graveyard.